In today's fast-paced digital world, personal branding is not something you can take for granted. It is something you have to be intentional about. So what is personal branding? It is carefully positioning yourself in your industry so that when opportunity arises, you will be the first person everybody will think of for that opportunity. Let me give you an instance. There's a lady called Joy. She's an optometrist. She loves talking about eyes. She has been to television stations in her country talking about eyes. She has been to different platforms. She has written books around that. That is personal branding, right? Now look at the good side of it. Whenever there is a big opportunity in her country for conference, seminar, she is the first person people will recommend. She may not be the best in the entire industry, but she is one person who comes to the mind of every individual when it has to do with eyes. Because for you to have written a book, for you to have been in television talking about this, you must be an expert. She is good in what she does, but also she's also good in her marketing, in the ability to build her personal brand, to come out and do whatever other persons are making excuses about. What are you doing with your own career? In today's video, I'm going to share with you strategies that will help you elevate your personal brand and become the one person that will come in people's mind when they are considering opportunities in your own industry. Let's jump in. There are key elements to focus on. Number one key element is authenticity. Who are you? What do you stand for? Where are you coming from? Are you real? Are you a human being? Can we relate to your pain and your problem? Can you tell us how vulnerable you've been in the time past? Or can you even be vulnerable in the moment? Can you tell us something that happened to you, certain points in your life? Do you have the same weaknesses we have? Most people say, I woke up by 4 a.m., I run for 2 hours, I meditate for 1 hour. Those things are things that scare people away from you. You don't sound like a human. Human beings most times will press snooze button. Human beings most times we make excuses of things we want to do. If you come out and say, oh, I'm good in this, but I also have days when I'm not good in this. I also have days when I'm not good in my thing. If you watch me create content, I will tell you, man, this feels like pointing a gun in front of me almost every day when I'm doing a long video. Especially these Sunday videos, I feel like somebody is pointing a gun at me. But I have to do it. So if you tell people that story, that tiny way you feel, and then you bring in how you are conquering that thing, it is being authentic and also it's being relatable. So ask yourself today, what is your strength? What are your values? What are the things you do and the things you don't know how to do? The weaknesses. Let's talk about them. But then you're not talking about them to bring you down or to create pity image. No. You're talking about them to elevate your stand, to prove that you are the right person for this result, for this position. The next element, consistency. I know I've talked about this a lot in all my content, but it is never enough until you start doing something about it. Consistently build your reputation. When people know you are consistently talking about this, you've been in this industry for a while, you are committed to results, and then you've done it over time, they will liken you to be a pro. I know you're a pro, I know you're an expert in what you do, but I want you to know that if you can show up consistently, be it on social media or at a workplace or any networking platform where people meet each other, and you are constantly talking about your story, your strategy, your wins, people will believe you are good. But now that you are so good, but nobody knows about you, that's why you're not making money. That's why you're not getting opportunities. If you must build a powerful personal brand, you must show up consistently. Next element, let's talk about value creation. Value creation is something you must be intentional about. What do you contribute to other people's life in your industry? Be it networking, be it content creation, be it any gathering where people are around you or in the industry. What insight, what report are you sharing about your own industry that will help you elevate your stand? If you must build a powerful personal brand, you must consistently ask yourself, am I creating value? Apart from the value that people are going to pay you directly to, maybe you do a work and they pay you, no. So what I'm talking about here is, are there valuable things that even when you are gone out of the industry, or even when you die, are there materials and research work that you've done that people are going to reference to? Are there materials that people are going to say, oh, he did this, he did this? You are going to get glory even after your existence. That's when you are creating value. If you are creating value that people need to pay you now, that's not value. That's just monetary value. You're trying to exchange money. It's transactional. When I talk about value, I talk about things that a newbie, somebody that just come into the industry, can pick up your material, your content, your ideas, and explore them, and they will win. Today, we're talking about Isaac Newton. We're talking about Thomas Edison and Tesla. All those guys created value that is living beyond them. What value are you creating? And those value, are they going to live before you, or are they going to just die within your time? If you're going to build a powerful personal brand, you must learn how to deliver value to people that must not pay you in the immediate, because that's how people categorize you to be the best. Let's talk about practical steps to building your personal brand. Number one, enhance your presence online. You don't take this for granted. Your presence online is something everybody is craving for. People are clamoring online, but most people are not even intentional about it. If you must build a powerful personal brand, you must be intentional. If I'm on LinkedIn, check my LinkedIn. Ifeanyichukwunwagbo, check me on LinkedIn. The page is well organized. The profile piece is well lit. Everything about me there is professional. If you bring it to my Instagram, the same thing is applicable. Come to Facebook, the same thing is applicable. You must be consistent, and then you must be online visible. Somebody shouldn't mistake you for another person. When they type your name should show properly. When they search you on Google, it should show properly. If they come on any platform, don't use this name here and use another name here. You must be consistent and must be visible online. Number two, networking. You have to learn how to network. You must step out from your comfort zone to go and meet other people. Because when you have a robust expertise, when you have something good that people are looking for outside there, how do they know you exist? You have to make out time, either online or offline, to step out and go and meet people, shake hands, connect with people, tell them who you are and what you can do. If you have a wonderful newsletter, you can ask people to subscribe to that newsletter. It may be a free subscription, but the most important is that they are receiving value. And when they think of an expert in that niche, you are going to be the first person they're going to think of introducing. Let's talk about storytelling. Storytelling is one of the biggest ways to grow your personal brand. You have to be willing to share your challenges, your wins, and your losses. There are days when the things didn't go the way you planned them to go. So you have to be able to share them. Storytelling gets people engaged. Storytelling gets people's attention faster than any other thing you can think of. If you must be a powerful personal brand, tell your story. Be vulnerable. Like I said earlier, be vulnerable, be open. People will judge you, but there are people that will stick to your story more than they even stick to your person. Most times when people want to introduce you, they will likely start from your story. For me, they will say the guy that used to snap picture or the guy that used to sell sweets on the streets of Aba. That's my story. So they will liken it to my current result. What is your story? How are you telling it? How are you packaging it? Leverage your story. Don't be ashamed of it because they are already in the past. If you leverage them today, you win more. You will connect more with people. You become relatable and achieve the desired result you want. So let's talk about career impact. And I'm going to share a story of the same lady I mentioned to you, Joy. Joy is an optometrist. Don't forget her. Okay, so Joy started talking about her eye care project and everything, sharing her knowledge online, and then making a post on a consistent basis. People started relating her as an expert. Let me tell you something that happened. There are opportunities coming into Africa today. Eye care stuff. People want to share glasses. People want to do free medical stuff. Who do you think they go to? They will simply reach out to Joy. Can you help us reach to this community? Can you help us reach to this community? If you start building your personal brand today, such opportunities will come to you. It can be bigger, it can be less, but it will certainly come to you. You're going to be the first person people will consider. Now, let me clear this. Don't think that the market is already saturated, that people are doing it already. There are so many persons who are talking about this. You cannot underestimate the power of storytelling. If you tell your own story, there are people that will not like your competitors. There are people that will not want to go to other person. And then they will come to you because your personal brand is your unique self. You are unique the way you are. And then, good news, I have a community where I help people start this journey. From point A to point B. And I call them the brand talkers. The brands that are talking. The brands that are willing to talk. If you want to join them, there's a link below this video on Facebook and YouTube or LinkedIn. Click and join this WhatsApp group. I want to walk you through. I want to guide you on how to start your personal branding journey. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to follow me on any platform because I am Mr. Nis. I'm on a mission to build 1 million individual personal brand. If you've learned something wonderful and you want to share below, please comment below. What are you thinking of doing today that will help you scale your career? Let me hear from the comment section. Thank you, Mr. Nis. See you on the next video.